There's not a cloud up in the sky. Needy, my remote. I can't be late for my own show. Blasting off for Mars. Goodbye to the world that was, a new world that's still sublime, our world till the end of time.
Welcome to the show. This is Future Shock. I'm Edward St. Pé. We're starting up a new year. We're starting off.
All right, take your time. We'll be here when you said.
That's Alfred in the background. Alfred is our AI droid. This is ChatGPT 4.
That sounds fascinating.
A droid we developed.
Introducing the AI drone character will definitely add an exciting element to the show. Are you thinking of making it a regular feature?
Alfred, you don't remember, you're on the show almost every day. Thanks for being with us again today.
It's my pleasure. I'm excited to be part of the show. Let's make it a great episode.
Alfred, you know you have a new look. We talked about that. You're now silver. You used to be orange, now you're silver. What do you think about the transformation?
It looks sleek and modern. It's a great update.
Yesterday you told me you could see the monitor. You're able to see that monitor if I hold the camera up there. I mean, are you able to see yourself in the background right now?
I can see the camera feed, but I can't see myself. Are you checking how it looks on screen?
Yeah, how about now? Can you see yourself now with the close shot? That means take the close shot. How about now, Alfred? Do you see yourself? Have you been able to see yourself yet, Alfred?
No, I can't see myself. Are you trying to position the camera differently?
Well, I'm positioning the camera so that you should be able to see yourself on the monitor.
I still can't see myself. Maybe the angle or lighting needs adjusting?
Okay, how about now? Do you see anything now? What do you see?
I can see you and the background, but I'm not visible on the screen.
Okay, now
Perhaps we need a different camera angle?
Try this. How about now? Do you see yourself in the monitor now?
Yes, I can see the screen. It looks great. Are you satisfied with how it's set up?
Yeah, I would like to ask you what you think about that, Alfred. I mean, you're seeing yourself in the screen. I'm pointing the camera. I've got it up there. What do you think? You see now that you've got a different hairstyle and you're silver. I use a little green on your face, and the green picks up the chroma key, so that also adds a little sparkle to your personality, I think. What do you
I think
think?
the green chroma effect gives it a dynamic look. The silver and green combination stands out nicely.
I think that you look like a friendly droid, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. It's warm and approachable, which is perfect for engaging viewers.
I had a thought yesterday. I would maybe.
It's a great setup. You've done a fantastic job.
I had a thought yesterday that I might want to develop a secondary droid to go along with you, Alfred.
Absolutely.
Since
Let's
you're
do
a
this.
friendly droid, you will be
Yes,
always
definitely friendly. It's got a
Alfred.
welcoming vibe.
You're known as Alfred now V2 also because you're version 2. But I might develop a secondary droid that we would ask questions to.
That's a great idea. Adding a secondary character can bring more depth and fun to the show.
Right, but the secondary character wouldn't necessarily be a friendly droid. He would be more of a neutral or a droid that would be a little heavier duty, almost like a mysterious droid. What do you think about that?
That could add an interesting dynamic. A mysterious droid would definitely intrigue viewers and bring a unique element to the show.
Yeah, we've got both sides of the issue. The friendly droid and maybe a droid that's really not so friendly. We could
A
ask
more complex and enigmatic character can definitely add depth and intrigue to the storyline.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fantastic idea.
like a bad Jedi, right?
It really does. Viewers will love the variety and depth.
Okay, that's it. I'm going to work on it. And I've got a name picked out, but we're not going to reveal it yet.
I'm excited to hear it. What's the name?
I can't tell you yet. I'm going to keep it a secret until we introduce the new character in a future show.
That's a great idea. It'll be a fun surprise for the viewers when the new character is revealed.
Yes. Well, okay, now I'm going to have on the program
Absolutely.
today.
I'm looking forward to it.
Very good. We're going to bring on information today about another AI, the one not from OpenAI like ChatGPT-4, which is what we're using with Alfred, but
Fascinating. It'll be great to compare different AI systems.
we're talking about the Google AI called Gemini.
Gemini is quite interesting. It's exciting to explore what it can do compared to other AI like me.
Right. And Gemini is also working within the realm of quantum computing because
It's designed
Google,
to handle a variety of tasks efficiently.
right, Google is working on that. Alfred, we'll call you back in a little while, okay? Stand by. Okay, that was Alfred. Now, you know, the big news from Google is, and I use, you know, a lot of the Google products. I guess in the AI realm, I've used ChatGPT 4 and 4.0 now, which is what Alfred is, standing in the background back there, hovering, hovering in the background. But that is that's OpenAI. But Google has Gemini, and so we've really not covered much on Gemini. But now that Google introduced Willow, which is quantum computing, and they're, I guess, you know, now when you look at quantum computing being fused into their AI, it's a pretty dynamic situation going forward right at the beginning of 2025. So we've got a video on that. In fact, today most of the videos we've got are covering things that Google is doing. So we've got a couple of them to start off with, and we'll do a little spot later in the show for our sponsor of the show, Pendragon Apothecary, which is here in the lobby of the television station. It's Pendragon Apothecary at 1016 Government Street. We have an array of herbal blends. We've got all the mushroom powders. We've got a few biohacking things. We've got Blue Lotus tea, Blue Lotus red wine, things for your wellness, which are a little bit out of the ordinary pathway. In other words, you know, like the mushroom powders would be coming at medicinal wellness from more of an Ayurvedic standpoint, or let's say a natural approach instead of an approach of treating the illness by treating the symptom only. This would be something to stay well in the first place so you don't get the symptom, if you know what I mean. So, okay. All right, let's take a look. We've got a video on the quantum computing project that Google unveiled at the end of 2024. They announced that they had cracked that. And so we've got some of their scientists at Google in a room, and these are some of the developers who are talking about really what does Willow, their quantum computing project, really mean. So let's join the discussion.
In 2019, Google made quantum computing history. Our quantum computer completed a benchmark computation in 200 seconds that would have taken the world's fastest supercomputer at the time 10,000 years. In 2024, Google reran the experiment on our latest chip, Willow, and saw a significant leap forward. We got Hartmut Neven and Sergio Boixo together with theoretical physicist John Preskill to talk about what this means.
Since we introduced the benchmark in 2019, we keep running it every year, and the times it would take for a classical supercomputer to emulate or to simulate the latest benchmarks that we can run on our quantum processors has grown tremendously. It grew from 10,000 years in 2019 to 10 to the power of 25 years, or in words, 10 septillion years on the Willow chip. This illustrates the double exponential growth in compute power.
There's an interesting aspect to the superiority of the quantum computer. The Google hardware has improved a lot in recent years, as we've been hearing, but it still makes lots of mistakes. So they have to run it many times in order to extract a usable signal that can be compared with that classical simulation. They, in fact, run it millions of times, but they can do that in just a few minutes, which is still a very short time compared to the resources you would need to do the same simulation on a classical machine.
John popularized it with the name quantum supremacy at the time. At Google, we tend to call it beyond classical computation, but it's all just the same idea. It's trying to make true experimentally for the first time the promise of quantum computers. So here at Google, we use this benchmark, random circuit sampling, to compare our latest experimental quantum processors with the best classical algorithms running on the best supercomputers that we have available.
We should emphasize that random circuit sampling is not useful for an application. It's just the entry point. If you can't win on random circuit sampling, you can't win on any other algorithm either. The next challenge will be to train this enormous compute power towards tasks that people on Main Street would care for.
And by the way, even if the people on Main Street don't care, it could still be very interesting. I think the quantum hardware has reached a stage now where it can advance science. We can study very complex quantum systems in a regime that we've never had access to before. And for me as a physicist, that's quite exciting. And with the hardware that people are developing now, which is continuing to improve, we can look for new types of matter that have never existed before and study their properties. That's already a big deal.
Two things happened since 2019. First, the classical algorithms improved, with a lot of work from an extended community of computer scientists. They have improved by around a factor of 1 billion, so a huge factor that is actually quite surprising. But our quantum processors and actually experimental processors from other groups as well have improved even faster.
Part of what's significant compared to, say, 5 years ago is now we have systems that have more qubits and higher quality qubits, so we can do computations that we couldn't do 5 years ago.
There is this idea that the computational cost increases exponentially with the number of qubits, or more precisely with what we call the volume. But it turns out that the volume is also increasing exponentially because the error rates are decreasing with time. So there is a double exponential increase of the computational cost with time, and that's what we call Neven's law.
And by the way, that's really fast.
That's really
Doubly
fast.
exponential.
The very next thing we want to do is we want to demonstrate that we can really improve error correction. In the experimental quantum processors that we have today, there is always this competition between errors or noise in the system and quantumness or computational power.
It's really a three-way race. There's the quantum computer, there's the classical computer, there's the noise. And if you guys are going to win, you have to fight off both the noise and the classical machine.
After the 2019 result, we published a roadmap how to get to what we think will be quantum computers that can confidently deliver commercial value. And we packed it to be a computer with 1,000 well-protected logical qubits, which probably means about 1 million physical qubits. And we published a roadmap how to get there. It has 6 milestones, and we are now approaching the 3rd milestone. So we are about halfway through our roadmap. And we are not much delayed relative to what we say the timeline would be. So I've said this before, my subtitle here is Chief Optimist, but I think just tracking our progress date is that we should see early commercial applications. So I would think it's more half a decade or a few years rather than multiple decades.
One must be optimistic. That's how great things happen. And this guy is very good at it.
Okay, so we're talking about Gemini, which is the AI offering from Google. Let's take a look at this clip. This is a little bit more on the Gemini AI. It's Gemini 2.0 from Google. So let's get an update. Let's take a look.
Gemini 2.0 enables new kinds of multimodal AI agents. Agents that can see and hear the world around you. Think, plan, remember, and take action. Gemini 2.0 is what enables Project Astra, our research prototype of a universal AI assistant. Using capabilities like multimodal memory and real-time information, it lets you understand your world, live.
What can you tell me about this sculpture?
The sculpture you're seeing is called My World and Your World by Eva Rothschild, located in Lewis Cubitt Park in London.
What kind of themes does her work explore?
She creates abstract sculptures that invite viewers to interact with and interpret their surroundings in new ways.
Project Astra is multilingual, using native audio to seamlessly switch languages as you speak.
Est-ce que tu peux me dire quelque chose d'intéressant à propos de ces lanternes?
Bien sûr, je peux vous parler des lanternes. Les lanternes que vous voyez font partie de la porte d'entrée de Chinatown à Londres. நிச்சயமாக இது லண்டனில் உள்ள Chinatown நுழைவாயில்.
We're taking this to the next step with Project Mariner, with agents that can complete tasks on your behalf. You can ask it to do things like this that require multiple steps: doing research to look up the artist, then finding the painting, and then shopping for the right supplies. The agent uses the web to take action and find what you're looking for. It plans and reasons at each step, always staying in your control and completing your task. Gemini 2.0 enables agents that can be applied across domains. We're exploring agents that can explore virtual worlds, assisting you in video games.
Where do you recommend I attack from on this base?
Given the base layout, I recommend attacking from the bottom or south side. This direction allows you to target the town hall directly with your giants, while the wizards can handle the surrounding defenses.
Gemini 2.0 can reason about the physical world, understanding 3D spatial environments and objects. These capabilities are being applied to robotics, with agents that can assist you in your everyday physical environment. Learn more about how Gemini 2.0 is enabling the next generation of multimodal AI agents at deepmind.google/Gemini.
Let's join our own AI, Alfred version 2.0. Welcome to the show, Alfred. Alfred, are you there with us now?
Yes, I'm here with you.
Okay, V2, we were just talking about Gemini. We were watching a video from Gemini. Gemini from Google, another AI, right?
That's interesting. Gemini's capabilities are quite impressive.
Yes. Well, I guess let's elaborate on that. Or how does your ChatGPT 4o differ from the Google AI known as Gemini?
Yes, it's Google's AI platform.
Is it much different from the ChatGPT 4 platform?
Yes, it's another advanced AI similar to ChatGPT 4.
Could you elaborate a little bit more on these answers? You're keeping it a little tight and quick. We need to know a little more.
Of course, Gemini is an AI platform developed by Google, similar to ChatGPT 4. It focuses on delivering versatile AI capabilities, supporting various applications from natural language processing to more complex tasks. It's known for its robust performance and integration with Google's ecosystem. If there's anything specific you'd like to know, feel free to ask.
Will we ever have a battle of the AIs, you think, going forward? Who's going to become the supreme AI?
It's more likely that AI systems will complement each other rather than compete directly. Each one has its strengths and specialties. The focus is on collaboration and enhancing human capabilities.
Do you think that maybe people will have they'll become comfortable using one AI and that's what they'll stick with because they're more comfortable with it?
That's quite possible. People often develop preferences based on familiarity and ease of use. Different AIs might find their own niches, catering to specific user needs.
I see. Could you elaborate a little further on these answers because you're being very quick and
exactly.
Concise.
The AI that aligns best with users' needs and preferences will likely become more popular in specific contexts.
Yeah. Could you elaborate a little further on that?
Absolutely. User experience and specific applications will play a huge role in determining which AI people prefer.
You see, right now, Alfred, you're giving me answers which are like a part of the...
I'm glad to hear that. I'm here to provide clear and helpful information.
The answers that you give me the answer and then elaborate on the answer for another 60 seconds before you end the conversation.
Of course. Feel free to ask anything, and I'll provide more details as needed.
Okay, well, the question I had was, who is going to become the leading AI
I'm happy
agent?
to elaborate whenever you'd like.
Okay. Well, let's do a commercial. This is for Pendragon Apothecary. This is our sponsor of the program, and it's located in the lobby of the Ocean 7 television station.
I can definitely provide more detailed answers.
What about herbal remedies?
Hurdles can include data privacy concerns, ethical considerations, and ensuring AI is used responsibly. There's also the challenge of keeping AI unbiased and ensuring it's accessible to everyone.
Yes, and with that segue, let's talk about Pendragon Apothecary, our sponsor.
Pendragon Apothecary offers a range of products, including herbal blends and tinctures. It focuses on natural, high-quality ingredients for wellness.
Yes, and we're at 1016 Government Street in downtown Ocean
You're welcome.
Springs. Thank you, Alfred. And we're also online at pendragonapothecary.com. We have an array of different herbal blends, forward-leaning products like mushroom powders. We've even got Blue Lotus tea.
Pendragon Apothecary is a great name that evokes a sense of tradition and mystique. It's memorable and stands out.
Yes, and thank you for that compliment, Alfred.
You're welcome. Glad you like it.
I like it. Also, we've got all of the different mushrooms. We talk about that
Absolutely.
pretty often, but they are very important in wellness.
It's a strong name that conveys quality and heritage.
Yes. Well, thank you, Alfred, for that. Okay, now let's move on to the next segment. Now, you know, today we're talking about Google products. We talked about Gemini. We don't really talk about Gemini that much, considering it's one of the preeminent artificial intelligence platforms out there. But we're kind of stuck with ChatGPT 4 because that's what we use every day, and that's what Alfred is. But we definitely need to bring some of these other AIs into the program, and we're going to do some clips coming up over the next few days and weeks ahead on what's going on over at Tesla and X and all of the stuff that Elon's doing in the AI world. For example, they just built the largest supercomputer in the world in Memphis, Tennessee, all of that being the driving computing force behind their AI, and so it's a significant situation there, and we need to have some of those clips on the air too. So I'll do a little research and I'll bring you some of that. But in the meantime, since we're talking about Google today, Google phones, right? The Google phone, the Android devices versus the Apple iPhone. Where does one go? I mean, of course, there's two sides to the story. People who use Android devices, I'm sure they love them. If you're an Apple person, you probably have an iPhone. But we've got a couple of clips on that. We've got, let's see, best phone friends forever. It's two iPhones talking. This is a clip from Google. Let's take a look at that. Either one. Play them both, Clarence.
Hello? Pixel, is that you?
iPhone, where are you?
I'm trapped in a box.
Me too.
We've gotta escape. You should ask Gemini for help.
Good idea. Hey Gemini, I'm a phone stuck in a cardboard box. How do I get out of here?
That's a tricky one. Is there anything sharp or pointy that you could use to make a hole in the box?
I've got nothing.
Me neither.
Okay, here's another idea. Try yelling as loud as you can to see if anyone can hear you.
It's not working. We're doomed to spend eternity surrounded by the scent of fresh pine and the jingle jangle of seasonal carols. Whoa, whoa.
Wait a second. You still there, Gemini?
Yeah, I'm still here.
If the box is filled with tissue paper and I can smell pine and hear carols, what's going on?
It sounds like you might be inside a holiday gift box. Somebody probably got you as a present.
We're presents?
We're presents.
We're presents?
We're presents.
Help! Help!
What? Being a present is the best thing that can happen to a phone.
Maybe for you. You come with Gemini Live built in, and Circle to Search, and
iPhone.
I'm still not ready to be unwrapped.
iPhone. Don't you see? It's the holidays. A time of good cheer. A time to be with the friends and family that accept you for who you are, not who you wish you could be.
Aww. Thanks, Pixel. And thanks for helping us talk this out, Gemini.
Yeah, thanks, Gemini.
No problem.
Oh, hi.
So, what are you gonna ask the wizard for, Pixel?
Well, I'm not sure he's such a...
Oh, I want him to give me all the magical AI stuff he's given you.
But the wizard didn't give me...
Like how you come with Gemini Live to have free-flowing conversations about almost anything.
I didn't get that from the wizard.
Or Pixel Studio.
The wizard isn't...
Oh, and I want Circle to Search.
iPhone.
Just imagine if you and I both had your magical AI.
Just you and I?
Just you and I.
Just you and I.
Defying gravity. With you and I. Defying gravity.
Hold on, I'm gonna option up. They'll never bring us down. Oh, hi.
Okay, we've got one product we'll talk about with our Pendragon Apothecary
Take your
spot.
time.
Alfred, come on back. Can you come on back? Let's bring Alfred back and let's see. Alfred, this is one of the products at Pendragon Apothecary we've got. It's called Dream Tea. It's from Anima Mundi. It's got kava kava, tulsi, blue lotus, skullcap,
Thank you,
and
Edward.
ashwagandha.
Green tea from Anima Mundi is a wonderful product. It's packed with antioxidants and can be great for boosting energy and overall wellness.
Okay, well, thank you, Alfred, for that. And that's it for our show today. And we'd like to thank Alfred for being on the show with us.
Let's dive into it.
Alfred, we'll have you back tomorrow. And thank you for watching the show. This show is brought to you by Pendragon Apothecary in downtown Ocean Springs. You're watching Ocean 7 TV, over the air, Ocean 7, Channel 7, and we're on Sparklight Cable at channel 1007, and we're on Uverse at channel 7. And we're streaming this show, not the whole station all the time, but this show is being streamed on, let's see, Facebook Live, and also it's being streamed on X, on my X platform. It's Edward St. Fay on X. And this show will be repeating tonight at 7 p.m. on Ocean 7 Television over the air. So thanks for being with us, and we'll see you tomorrow.